Humans have been attempting to contact aliens for the past 150 years. In the 19th century, our efforts consisted of amusing inventions like the sky telegraph, which stood no chance of reaching someone in the next field, let alone the next galaxy. But in the modern age, we have tools like the 1,000-foot Arecibo Observatory reflector dish at our disposal. We have sent a message to the cosmos that we are here. We have not yet figured out how to achieve interstellar communication or travel. A society that has these capabilities is almost certainly more technologically advanced than we are. So, if the aliens are technologically superior, why would they want to contact us? Since we cannot predict the morality of a race we've never met, there's a good chance an advanced race will have peaceful, positive intentions for any new race they contact. We can look to mankind's protection of isolated tribes for an example of this, as while 100 years ago we'd have slaughtered them where they stood, today we take steps to protect and preserve their independence, unless you're a Brazilian gold miner. If the aliens are peaceful, we must also deduce whether or not they are contact virgins or if we are one of many civilizations they've encountered like great big cosmic sluts. If it's the former, we'll bear the brunt of their mistakes. If it's the latter, our interaction will be guided by previous experience. The size of the universe makes it likely we're not the first, and this means our new friends will know how to treat us. Over time, if deemed appropriate, radical new concepts, technologies, and cultures might be drip-fed by a civilization with our best interests at heart, and this could occur even through indirect contact through the interception of alien broadcasts. A long-distance relationship like this could prove the least problematic and most beneficial form of contact. Our source paper considers that communication with a cooperative civilization would allow us to share ideas about physics, mathematics, chemistry, and waffle recipes if we could form a common mathematical language. Baum, Hock, Misra, and Domago Goldman also think that benevolent ETI may even design their first message to contain information on how to avoid technological catastrophe in order to help less developed civilizations succeed. They go on to discuss how alien civilizations are more likely to be cooperative than non-cooperative, since the latter is a risky and harmful strategy, and unlikely to be a trait of any race which has survived long-term. Even if we were to meet a non-cooperative or hostile race, the paper also speculates that mankind could be emboldened by destroying them, making a harmful situation ultimately beneficial. One final interesting scenario is where Earth is refused entry into a galactic federation. The authors state this as neutral, since we may only be granted access after meeting certain moral or technological criteria deemed beyond our capabilities. But rather than losing interest in the face of such a challenge, I would point out that humanity has achieved a lot more since we adopted religion to curb our primal instincts. We may rag on faith quite a lot on this channel for the purposes of lulz, and it may be obvious that we consider spiritual beliefs in need of progression if they are to remain relevant. However, you cannot understate the role religious morality has had on organizing mankind and stopping us from stealing, boning, and working on Sundays. A mass drive towards meeting the criteria of a galactic federation could inspire humanity to new heights. Therefore, we consider this a beneficial scenario. One possibility most people don't consider when evaluating the potential impact of aliens on humanity is that, after the initial excitement wears off, we might not care that much. If, for example, alien contact is as boring and drawn out as it was in the movie Arrival, and we find our cosmic pals too difficult to understand, humanity might simply give up. There's also a chance that an alien race just isn't that interesting. Sure, it'll be fun finding out where their buttholes are and what kind of food they eat, but if the aliens are virtually identical to us in their technological level and biological structure, we'll lose interest as soon as we've boned them. Perhaps the most depressing neutral scenarios involving alien contact are those where we are unaware of it having taken place. Due to their technological superiority, the aliens will have to make the first move in establishing contact, not because we're shy, but because we're too dumb to read the signals. Aliens might have their hands right up our shirt this very moment, whispering dirty words into our ear and heading straight for third base, but we're completely oblivious as to what's going on. It's also possible that extraterrestrials might be deliberately hiding from humanity, deeming us unprepared or unworthy of contact for the foreseeable future. Or that extraterrestrial intelligence may just be too different to us physically to allow our species to communicate. The comparison Baum, Hock, Misra, and Domago Goldman make is that ETI that pass by Earth may draw as much attention from humans as a passing by scuba diver would alert a sea anemone by taking a photograph. That's a pretty mind-blowing possibility. Is there any way we can possibly know what form an alien race would take? And if there are any out there which we can observe and make contact with, what would they be like?